don't come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit, you think I'm playing. Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. Other hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock. Let's catch a op so I can test the bitch.
What's up, peeps? What up, D-Trail? What up, Penny? What up, Jenny? What up, Allison? Libra gang. How are you, Jenny? Look, man, today we're going to go over Diddy. We might end up on Brandy. I don't know. What's up, Wookie? How y'all doing, man? Hold on. All right. I'm up. I got it going. What I'm going to start with today is going to be this press conference. All right. We're good. We'll roll this joint. Roll this joint. You don't hear me? You got something going on, buddy. What we're going to start is with this press conference. And as you can see, there's a 1-800 number up. And the fact of it is, Diddy may be screwed, bro. Like, if there's that many people, they said there's thousands, bro. We're going to go over this, and then we're going to go check out the Jaguar Wright interview with Pierce Morgan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tony Busby. I'm a lawyer here in Houston.
Speak out for sure.
I'm licensed in Texas and in New York. And I'll introduce other members of our team as they speak. As many of you know, our law firm has been at the forefront of some of the most important litigation in the United States. We like the tough cases. We thrive in the complicated cases.
Ooh.
We've handled over the last 25 years some very big and very important cases. I believe that this one may surpass them all. There are many facets to this. The conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years. There are many people and many entities involved. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us. We will find the silent accomplices. We will expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors.
You hear that?
We will pursue this matter.
All you motherfucking
No matter
stars
who the evidence
that you enabled,
implicates.
all you fucking stars that enabled all this, all you people that worked for Diddy that enabled all this, bye bye, bye bye, bye
These
bye.
brave victims who have stepped forward deserve nothing less. The biggest secret in the entertainment industry
records everything
that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward.
Yep.
Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs.
Yes.
As well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name.
This is already bigger than Epstein,
as we
man.
file these individual cases.
They're filing this as an individual.
And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI.
So,
and you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI.
So
now, before we discuss,
not only is he going to, damn it. All right. Not only is he going to help these people sue, he's going to help these people put Diddy away. Yep.
The nature of the claims and claimants themselves. Let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice.
Yeah, no Diddy.
But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities.
Yep.
They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You would be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence,
big boy,
to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics.
Yep.
I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct. They should not be.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing today, Terrell. I was just thinking the same thing, dude. I was putting tags in. I put my tag Bad Boy Entertainment, and I was thinking, Bad Boy, huh? It really makes sense now. It really makes sense.
I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims because I understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone. There is a great strength in numbers. You can seek redress.
Thank you, big boy.
You can obtain justice. We can help you, and we will help you. That being said, as stated, we are vetting every call that we receive.
Excuse me, man.
We've had to turn away some. For each, we ask for corroboration. For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures, videos, texts. We check venues, we check dates. We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit. We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department who is helping us vet each claim. We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy. These cases are hard to prove. Many times it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator.
Call that
Each
number,
of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged
1-800-200-7474.
perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack.
What's up, Super
We know
Code?
what we're up against. We did not enter this fray blindly. I wish it was my last such fray. I wish this type of behavior wasn't so pervasive, but it is what it is, so we will press on.
Damn.
As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white.
We got a new
the
member,
remainder
y'all.
Hispanic or Asian.
Shout out to Superco, our newest member, man. Salute, Superco.
Right now, 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 right now.
The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida. I don't want to focus on the ages of these victims.
Oh, here we go.
When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
Oh, shit.
We have an
We
individual.
got 5 new members. Shout out to motherfucking Big Boy, man. Salute, dog. Yeah.
Individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of.
Wow.
The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024.
Dude. $1991. I was 13 years old, bro. 13. Hold on. 78. Yeah. I was 13 years old, bro. Make a man. Oh, y'all, that's crazy, bro. So what they're saying is basically is a lot of these people are adults. They're adults now, but when it happened, they were children. They just never said anything. They were children. And that's fucked up, man. It is. That is so fucked up. 3,000 something people. 3,000 something people. That is some Epstein shit, bro. Like,
If you wonder
Diddy's
why there are so many
fucked.
alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time. Now, when you think about the fact that some of this conduct occurred 25 years ago, and you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward, I want to remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when something very terrible has happened to them. I'll use New York, the state of New York, as an example. The state of New York has specific statutes in place that revive claims that are even claims that would typically be not able to be brought, that it revives such claims and they can be brought even 25 to 30 years later. Because there's a recognition there in New York and California and other states that it's very difficult for a victim to come forward. And I would respectfully suggest the only reason many of these people are coming forward because they see other victims coming forward. And it gives them some comfort that, hey, I won't be the only one. And I expect more victims will come forward. You know, there's an old saying that says, a lie has great speed, but truth has endurance. The acts complained of in these cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons, or occurred in California, primarily in Los Angeles, or in Florida, primarily in Miami. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties, or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties, 4th of July parties, something they called a puppy party, the all-white party, although several of these events occurred at auditions.
I said it, didn't I?
Many times.
I said it, didn't I?
Especially young people wanting to break into the industry were coerced into this type of conduct in the promise of being made a star or in the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape or even let them read for Sean Combs.
See, that's deep, you guys. That's deep because you're basically like, I can see like all these young kids be like, oh, I can get my tape in front of Diddy. And then you sleep with him and you do things for him and then all of a sudden you realize I'm not ever going to be a star and I've been used. And then by that time, you don't think anybody's going to believe you. So you give up. What's up, Bridget? That is crazy.
You should know that some of this behavior occurred at well-known venues in New York City. Some of this behavior occurred at private residences of people that we all know. Some of this
you're doing well, Bridget.
Occurred at hotels that we're all familiar with.
Hope, hello.
You should know that more than 55% of the victims reported this conduct to either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals. We're in the process of collecting with our team assistants.
Oh, a lot of them did report it.
Reports that were made to the authorities. And I've already said that some of the individuals in this group did in fact talk to the
If you make it, you know how you made it.
You know that several of the individuals, and when I say several,
if you make it, then you know how you got there. You know what I mean?
Seek medical treatment.
Whether these people are stars or huge stars, if you made it, then you probably know how you made it.
Weird drugs that you probably never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called
looks frozen.
Xylazine or Trank.
Trank,
which based on our research is known as a horse tranquilizer.
That's what they're using in fucking.
Now, there's been a lot of reports that we're filing a class action. This is not a class action. Class actions when one or two people file a case on behalf of a group of people. That's not this. These cases will be individual cases. Each case will live and die on its own merit. These cases will be filed individually, one plaintiff against whoever the defendants were involved in the case.
Woo!
Each case may be filed in One venue like California, another case may be filed in New York. One case may sue just Sean Combs, but multiple other people. One case may sue a range of people. I would expect most, though, to be filed, as I said, in New York and Los Angeles. Now, I know this. Many of you came here thinking or hoping or perhaps believing that I may start naming names. Well, that day will come, but it won't be today. The day will come. We will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking crazy, here about not just the cowardly, but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. And I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are.
They put it in the fence because it.
I call them the facilitators of foul play.
That's what it is, bro. They're not selling heroin no more, bro. They're selling fent and trank mixed, and it's giving them the heroin buzz. That's the thing. That's what they're doing. These motherfuckers want heroin, and now they're hooked on that trank. It's like, what the fuck, man? That's what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is, bro. People just want to be passed out, bro. I don't see how that, dude, when I was growing up, people did drugs to have fun. Yeah, so like, well, the Narcan wakes them up from the fent. It stops the fent from an overdose. The Narcan works on the fentanyl. It doesn't work on that xylazine, though. It's sad, dude. It's sad. When I was growing up, man. Dude, thank you, Hope. Shout out to Hope for the $1.99 super chat, yo. She said, I'm not saying nothing. It's just going to be a $1.99 super chat, y'all.
Right now, 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 right now.
Yeah, but the trank only lasts, like what M. Stone says, a few hours. You're only going to be tranked out for a few hours, and then fentanyl is only going to last you, what, an 8-hour cycle? So when they do wake up from the trank, they're on their way to being sick. It's fucking nuts, bro. Like when I was growing up, you watched people do drugs to party, to have fun, to not just get rid of pain, bro. That was just part of it. No, it's short lasting like heroin. No, it's not. It's amazing, bro. And then you got Diddy doing this to people, tranking people out.
Participants in vile conduct.
What the fuck?
As we identify them, each will be part of this case as defendants. These
well, it don't
defendants will not
last
only include
24 hours.
It would also include
they say it
corporate
lasts
entities
like
who
a
ultimately
cycle of
profited
medicine would last,
off of
and
this
then you don't
culture
get
and
sick
behavior.
until 24 hours later.
I'm looking at banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels. We know that many of these individuals were paid cash. We know that many of these individuals involved, whether they were the ones being assaulted and abused, or they're witnessing other people being assaulted and abused and then paid and threatened and told to leave.
Yeah, he's talking about a lot of porn
Typically paid
stars
10
and
grand in
shit.
cash and told to leave, and then threatened as they were leaving. So in addition to Sean Combs, you should know the defendants in these cases we're going to file will include anyone, of course, who engaged in the assault or exploitation.
There was like, there were
Anyone who
pills.
participated in
I
such-
remember something called, when I was young, man, people used to try to get it. It was a horse tranquilizer too, but it wasn't xylazine, and it didn't give you that kind of buzz. I forget what it was called, man. It was going around when I was younger too. I forget what it was called, man. I think I'll remember it. Come forward, Bridget. I guarantee you a lot of these will be settled. A whole lot of them. A whole fucking lot of them. No, it wasn't ketamine. It was something in a pill form. Quaaludes wasn't it. It was an actual like tranquilizer, like for like animals. I forget.
Anyway,
Think of it.
anyone who encouraged or facilitated this conduct, anyone who was in the room and watched it happen, but made no effort to stop it, any venue or venue owner who was aware of what was going on, but failed to stop it, any individual or entity who knew about the conduct and benefited from it, but did nothing to report it or stop it, and any individual or entity who covered it up or helped cover it up. These people who know who they are should just come forward now. I would imagine, as we speak here, there are a myriad of people.
I imagine these lawsuits, though, they're going to want proof.
You can't hide skeletons in the
They're going to want
closet
some kind of
forever.
proof that you were there.
I would expect
Or
there
they
are
won't
many
take
people
the
out
case.
there right now
I can imagine.
who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data.
Yeah.
Now, although these are, in fact, individual cases, there is a common theme, an MO.
Did you hear that?
if will.
Who is he
Typically,
coming
the
for
victim
there,
is
bro?
lured into a situation
Who do you
which
think
or
he was
she-
coming for there? Who just recently got rid of all their shit on Twitter and said he was hacked? He came right for Usher,
is given
bro.
a drink. Typically, that drink reported by these victims is apparently laced with something. Once that drink takes effect, the perpetrators perform all kinds of sexual acts on the victims,
He said not knowing.
many times passing
Boy.
him or her around as other people watch and enjoy the show, and then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured, and wondering what happened. When the
Wow.
victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Sometimes there are threats of physical violence,
And paid off.
financial repercussions, or bodily harm.
I think there's somebody over Clive.
The claims we
Clive's
intend
an
to
old
bring
man, bro.
include the following:
He probably had somebody
violent
teaching
sexual
him.
assault or rape, sexual abuse, facilitated sex with a controlled substance, false imprisonment, compelling prostitution, sexual misconduct, dissemination of video recordings, false imprisonment.
It looks like a
abuse of
man.
minors.
Look at her fucking arms, son. That chick's got biceps like a motherfucker.
Given the large volume of cases and given our other docket obligations, and given the fact that we want to be sure when we file these cases that they are fully vetted, I expect we'll start filing these cases against Sean Combs and other perpetrators within the next 30 days. Now, it's rare, sexual abuse, sexual exploitation, this type of activity is pervasive in our society, and it's rare we get a chance where we can really focus on this as a country and really focus on this about how pervasive this is and what we as collectively can do about it. So I thought I'd take this opportunity before I go into some of the individual cases and talk about some of the individual claims being made and some of the so you'll get a sense of what this 120 people group looks like individually. I want to bring forward Carrie Paul.
Damn,
She's a
120
national
people
victim
filing
advocate,
lawsuits on him, bro.
who helps victims who have been victimized by this type of conduct. And she has some important words, and I hope you'll pay close attention. I think it's important that you hear from her.
Who's the Bible
Hello,
thumper?
I'm Carrie Paul with the National Victim Advocate. It's not easy for any survivor to come forward. Our culture doesn't believe survivors. It blames and questions them. Instead of showing support, many choose to enable abusers. The media runs stories asking why it took so long
Ariel's
for
in here?
survivors to come forward,
Where's
instead
Ariel?
of asking what barriers exist.
I didn't see Ariel.
We also don't equip law enforcement with the ability to handle sexual assault crimes. Lack of funding translates to lack of training. We have officers in the field that don't know what to say to a rape victim.
She favors
And also
Ariel.
an
She did?
alarming amount of backlogged,
That's true.
untested rape kits.
Wow.
Prosecutors are
Ariel's
are
been a
focused on
fucking
what they can prove in a
a
case,
mole.
and if so, how to do that at time of trial. Advocates and staff
She
are
does.
stressed in with growing caseloads in the criminal justice system. Most people don't know how the criminal justice works in general. There isn't enough staff or resources to adequately explain the entire process to every victim and survivor. Our culture works against victims and survivors every day, and abusers know this. Abusers work themselves into positions of power, building a public image that is trusted and financially large enough to make people look away.
Yep.
Abusers are unfortunately very skilled at power and control, the foundation of abuse.
She found out YouTube
They-
wasn't made for her. She wasn't made for no YouTube, was she, guys? She wasn't made for no damn YouTube, was she, guys? YouTube just wasn't all it's cracked up to be for Miss Ariel.
Seek victims who are vulnerable, such as children,
Ooh-wee.
their employees, and their intimate partners, all who see a different version than the public does, all who rely on the abuser in some way.
She ain't been going
And
live.
for those that do come forward and aren't believed, face questions like, are you sure it happened that way? Were you drinking? What were you wearing? All of this creates an environment that enables abusers to continue abusing them.
What's up, Troy?
And future victims.
Hit me
To
on
the
IG, bro.
survivors that have come forward.
Shout out to the $10 drop, man. What up?
Right now, 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 right now.
Hit me up on IG. I got you, bro.
Forward despite not being believed at some point in time. Your courage is like nothing we have seen before. We thank
I know,
you
right?
for
That
coming
damn fake
forward
AD.
for yourself and all survivors. And lastly, I want all survivors that are watching this to know we believe you and we support you. Thank you.
The update on Jack Frost.
I want you now to hear from my co-counsel.
It really
Andrew
isn't,
Van
bro. He
Arsdale.
sucks.
You know, we've
I put my IG in the chat, man. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll look out for you.
created a sexual abuse hotline, and I want him to visit with us just a few moments about how that works and the kind of volume of calls we've received.
Wow.
Thank you, Tony. Like Tony said, my name is Andrew Ben Arsdale.
They couldn't even keep answering the phone, y'all.
We have offices in California, Montana, and North Carolina. To build off of what you just so well said, it's very hard to come forward. And
She got size arms I do.
given what
What
we've
the fuck?
experienced the past 10 days is really unprecedented in my career, at least. We represent thousands
Yep.
of survivors.
He's
and
gone,
victims,
man.
And never, ever in a 10-day period have we seen over 3,000 people come forward, or we've confirmed and decided to investigate and represent.
He's off playing his
120 people,
PlayStation.
while we're continuing to work through another 100+ cases to prove them up, to
Dude, you're
validate
like,
what had happened here, and
she
to
can't
hold
fit her
those
dress,
that are
bro.
responsible accountable.
She's like,
And so
shit,
like
let
Tony
me
said,
see
you
if
set
I can
this up.
fit in this dress today.
1-800-200
get in a dress.
7474. I have a team of people standing by, literally. If you know that this happened to someone and you have information about it, please contact us. If this happened to you, come forward. There's attorney-client privilege here. What you tell us is in confidence. Yes, we'll have to go out and build your case, but we will protect you.
And they said they'll
And
build your
the other
case.
thing that I want to say is
Whoa.
the pattern and practice of this, again, is unprecedented. Over 30+ years of the same sort
Diddy's
of events
going
happening.
down,
People
dude.
thrust into the circle reportedly, and horrible things happening to them as a result. And from talking to these people that have come forward these past 10 days, I can tell you unequivocally that because the federal government did what it needed to do and indicted this man, that they put him in jail and a judge kept him in jail. They tell me directly, this validates my feelings. For so long, I thought it was my fault. What is it about me that put myself in that scenario? What was I wearing at the time? What did I do to be subjected to such horrific treatment at these people?
This looks like an
that I'm trying to
advertisement,
trust?
doesn't
We
it?
know now it was not.
Doesn't this look like an advertisement to you a little bit? No way. No fucking way. Where's my phone at? Hold up. Hold up. No fucking way, bro. The phone's right in front of me. Phone's right in front of me, bro. We gonna call that hotline. Gosh damn it. Don't tell me. I want to know too. 200 7474.
Your call may be recorded for call quality assurance purposes. Thank you for calling the Sean P. Diddy Combs Abuse Helpline. Recorded. We understand the strength and courage it takes to come forward. Any information you provide will be kept completely confidential, but we expect full honesty in order to properly assist you with your potential case. By staying on the line,
Did you guys hear that? You want me to turn it up?
your call may be recorded for call quality assurance purposes. Thank you for calling the Sean P. Diddy Combs Abuse Helpline. This call is being recorded. We understand the strength and courage it takes to come forward. Any information you provide will be kept completely confidential, but we expect full honesty in order to properly assist you with your potential case. By staying on the line, you agree to provide accurate information to the best of your knowledge under penalty of perjury. Please hold for the next available representative.
Wow. Oh, bro. Holy shabang, baboom, cha-ching. P. Diddy, you're fucked, bro. You are absolutely beyond fucked. See you somewhere in hell, bud, because you're fucked. Dog, they made a whole hotline. OMG, bro. Look, I've been in some trouble, bro. I've been in and out of prison. I've been in some trouble. Bro, this is some fucking trouble, son. Amazing. I haven't seen shit. I think I'd be seeing it all, right? Like something that never surprises me. Dude, it never fails, bro. What in the fuck is going on in today's society, man? What has the world become to? They have a whole hotline because those ladies up there behind you couldn't answer the phone fast enough for the people telling on Diddy, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, the people behind the little ladies, you know, the clerical secretaries, the fucking all that, you know? Yeah, they couldn't answer the phone fast enough, bro. Holy moly, bro. What's up, dog? What's up, Don? Hey, bro. Ariel couldn't keep up with the amount of calls that were telling on Diddy, bro. That is, you're fucked. You're fucked. You are absolutely screwed, bro. I have no idea why anybody in their right mind would think that you could get away with this all your life. Shout out to all the women that are speaking up, that have been done dirty. But shout out to Cassie, bro. Because without Cassie,
Not your fault. You were victimized by a group of powerful.
Imagine sitting in jail right now, right? In a fucking Fred Flintstone suit. And you got 3,000 people calling this hotline telling on you, bro. Star Report said that he thinks Diddy's going to get a decade. I'll tell you this much. If he's offered a decade, he better take it. I don't think he's going to be offered anything. I think he's going to get life in prison, man. I think Star Report's being too generous.
People that operated for 30 plus years, taking advantage of their wealth and the power that they held within the music industry. So again, thank you.
I mean, he probably has a lot of visitors.
Contacted our office,
but the jail has its rules, you know. The only one that can come in and out of there really and visit him is his attorney. So, like, you have to follow the jail visiting rules. So, like, the attorney is probably the only person that's coming in and out of there to see him. And it's probably all day, every day. They won't offer him nothing, I don't think. I don't think they're going to offer him anything. It looks like the evidence is way overwhelming. And when it's like that and it's the feds, they just go to trial. They don't do none of that. Here's a plea bargain shit. They probably worked long and hard on this shit. What's up, Net? These feds have probably worked long and hard on this guy, bro. Hold on, let me turn this down. My bad. I got that way up. My bad. Yeah, the feds have probably looked long and hard on worked long and hard on this. I don't think they'll offer him a damn thing. They ain't offered Thug nothing. They ain't offered Thug nothing. Gave everybody around him a plea, but except him. Ain't that fucked up? Everybody around Thug got a plea. I don't know, man. Diddy's going to end up right where all the mob bosses, right where all the fucking people that fraud the fucking system big time. I mean, the Fed joint has a different.
Someone you know suffered the same sort of treatment.
There's a lot of
Please
stars in there.
Contact us at the number behind me, and we will help you. Thank you.
You're about to get busy, buddy.
Speaks to how important this issue is.
He's
in the
about to
United
get
States and
paid.
internationally. That
This guy right here is about to get paid. Just think he's taking 38% of everything these people make. He's taking 38% of it. I was doing the same thing as Diddy in a trailer park. Well, fuck. Maybe they need to put a hotline up for
we
me
have,
then.
reputable people here
Try a
that
hotline for me.
provide kind of information that I think victims need to hear, witnesses need to hear, the public needs to hear. Let me introduce to you now Olivia Rivers from the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault, and let her visit with you a few moments about these types of cases.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Q Olivia
Here
Rivers.
she is. Hi,
I
Ariel.
just served my 6th year as the board chair for the Texas Association.
Oh,
Against
you're a
Sexual
smart
Assault.
Ariel.
I'm also the CEO for the Bridge Over Troubled Waters, which is a local rape crisis center here in the Houston area. So thank you for being here as we address these heinous
Yeah, fucking
crimes.
lawyers get like
Sexual
35,
assault
38%.
is not just a crime of violence against the body. It's an assault on the very essence of human dignity and safety. It shatters lives, it destroys confidence, and all too often it leaves
I
survivors
can't
feeling
believe
like
this,
they are
dude.
voiceless, isolated, and vulnerable.
I cannot
The
believe
reality
this.
for many survivors is that coming forward to report their assault is one of the most difficult and daunting tasks that they will ever have
I'm
to
blown
do.
away.
And for some, it may take days, months, or even years to speak up.
I am blown
if they
away
ever
at
do.
Diddy, bro.
The
I
reasons
am.
for this have been mentioned, but include the fear of being disbelieved, being blamed or judged, and of course, retaliation. The trauma of the assault itself being compounded by the trauma of the criminal justice process, where survivors must relive their experience in order to seek justice. And these feelings
I've
and
never
fears
lived in
are
a trailer
further
in my life.
exacerbated when the allegations
I
are
would,
against
though.
prominent figures in the entertainment industry or Hollywood. Cases involving powerful figures often attract significant media attention, which can deter victims from coming forward due to fear of public exposure or scrutiny. The intense focus on these high-profile cases can make survivors feel that their personal lives are being put under a microscope, causing further emotional distress. These allegations mentioned here today, as reported, reflect deeply troubling
Everybody
claims
that's
that deserve
involved with
thorough
this can write a
investigation,
book,
and no individual,
make
regardless
money
of their
going on
stature,
podcasts.
is above the law or public accountability. Sadly, the statistics paint a very disturbing picture.
Anybody
According to
that
the
was harmed by
National Sexual
Diddy,
Violence
anybody out there that was harmed by Diddy, come to ADTV. I want to talk to you.
Resource Center, 1 in 3 women and 1
Yeah,
in
the
6
trolls
men
don't
will
last
experience
long
some
over here,
form
man.
of sexual violence in their lifetime.
Nope.
In the US alone, there are approximately 463,000 victims of rape or sexual assault every year, and these numbers barely scratch the surface, as sexual violence remains one of the most underreported crimes. But the numbers that follow tell an even more troubling story. Only about 23% of sexual assaults are reported to law enforcement. Of those,
Wow.
just 5% lead to an arrest, and even fewer, less than 1% of reported cases.
I know
ever
Cuba's in
result
there
a conviction,
probably.
which is a devastating
Usher
gap between the
Raymond,
crime
he's in there.
and the justice that survivors deserve. I want to
Think we're
briefly
gonna
focus on
hear
our state here
about
in Texas.
Clive
According to the
Davis.
Texas Association Against
I
Sexual
think we're
Assault,
going to hear about.
6.3 million Texans, men and
I
women,
don't know.
will
What
experience
was
some
that
form
dude
of
that carried
violence.
around the
And for
umbrella?
every 2
Farnsworth
minutes,
Bentley.
someone is sexually
I
assaulted.
think we're going to hear about
Meaning, during the
him.
course of this press conference, around 60 individuals
A
will
lot of the
forever
people that
be
you've
changed
seen him
by this
around
violence.
that
And
were
those
in
are
his home
just
a lot
a few of
probably
the
is what we're
victims.
going to hear.
Obviously, this is unacceptable. We cannot allow this
Odell?
cycle of silence and inaction to continue. We have to create an environment where survivors feel empowered to come forward, where they
I
are
heard
met
he
with
was a
empathy
freak.
and respect and support, not skepticism and blame. We have to ensure that our legal system is equipped to handle these cases with the seriousness they deserve, and that survivors have access to the resources that they need beyond the legal courtroom. We have to address the root causes of this epidemic: prevention, awareness, and fostering environments where respect, consent, and safety are non-negotiable values. Additionally, support for survivors has to be holistic.
I'm
They have to have
happy that they're
access to
doing
counseling,
something, though.
medical
I am.
services, legal
I'm
advocacy,
very happy
and of
that
course,
the
community
government
support,
has finally
regardless of whether
decided.
they
I mean, finally, because if you listen to the streets of New York, they've been talking about Diddy for 30 years. 30 fucking years, man. I mean, I'm very happy that they're doing something. What's up, Cuddy? But man, how long do these things have to go on, man? I understand you have to do your investigation when somebody tells you that something happened and blah 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 blah. But that's a long time, man.
choose
I bet we're gonna hear shit about what's his name, Ruben, the dude that has the all white parties and shit. That little baby and then be going to the fuck. I think we need it. It's gonna be crazy if this shit busts the doors down for all kinds of stars and celebrities to be arrested. That would be so awesome. That would be some real Nino Brown shit, Diddy. For real. You should be Nino Brown. You should just tell on everybody. The judges, the lawyers, the prosecutors, the people you paid off. You should tell on everybody. I think so. They wanted you to be the fall guy. Go tell on everybody. I know you probably are. And if you're not, you're probably really thinking about it. I think you should. I mean,
to report or not. To every survivor who has come forward, your bravery is
this
an
is so
inspiration.
gigantic.
To those who are still grappling with their decision, know that you are not alone.
Then New
and that
York's
your voice
mayor gets
matters.
arrested.
Your
It's like
story
fucking
matters.
nuts, bro.
We see you, we believe you, and we
Gets
are
indicted.
committed to fighting
It's fucking
for a
nuts.
future where sexual violence is no longer tolerated and where justice is not the exception, but
I
the
hope he
standard.
does, man.
I want to visit with you real quickly before we close here about some specific instances without
What's up,
disclosing
X?
the victim's name. You probably know that depending on the age of the victim,
You're right.
you can file these cases, these individual cases.
It might have did a
under
fucking
Jane
spell
Doe or
check
John
thing
Doe.
on me.
Each state is different in that
I didn't
respect.
pay attention. Thank you,
Typically,
man.
there is a balancing
you.
test, like the public's right to know the name of the victim and plaintiff versus the
I appreciate that,
confidentiality
dude.
and the safety of the plaintiff.
'Cause
So
that
we'll
could
have
fuck
to
up my
struggle with
algorithm.
that with each one of these cases. Our intention, of course, is to, like we always do, file these cases under a pseudonym until the court tells us otherwise. But let me share with you a few, just kind of give you a sense of the kind of cases and the kind of instances that people are calling and reporting that we are trying to corroborate.
Go.
Vet, and these are the ones that we've already corroborated, vetted, and collected evidence on.
That he's going to file.
One individual who was 22 years at the time.
Hold on. We're going to make sure everybody understands. These are the cases that he's talking about, that he's got the evidence of, and that they're going to go ahead and file a lawsuit on.
She was assaulted, said that
22.
The typical MO at one of these parties that have been widely discussed in the press was that when you were handed a drink, and now we know that the drink is laced with something, if you refused to drink it, you were kicked out of the party. Now, let that sink in for a minute. I mean, the admission to this party was that you had to drink the chosen drink that was handed to you And now we know that in most cases, I would say 90% of the cases, these individuals were drugged with some sort of drug. That was kind of the MO. Another instance, this individual who was 9 years old at the time was taken to a audition in New York City with Bad Boy Records. Other boys were there to audition as well. All of them were trying to land a record deal. All of them were minors. This individual was sexually abused, allegedly by Sean Combs and several other people at the studio, in the promise to both his parents and to him himself of getting a record deal. Another instance, another minor, told allegedly by Sean Combs that he would make him a star, but he needed to visit with him in private about it, away from his parents. Once they were in a private area, allegedly Mr. Combs made the victim perform oral sex upon him. Another incident,
my God,
an individual 15 years old at the time, flown to New York City to attend a party, was drugged, and then taken into a private room, allegedly in the presence of Mr. Combs, where this female individual, minor, was raped, and then other individuals took turns raping her. Another individual, 26 at the time of the occurrence, was picked up by, allegedly, by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the airport.
That's
was
hold
given
on.
one drink.
That's the one that was flown in from Detroit. She's gonna be a witness in the case, bro. I bet you anything she's gonna be a witness in this fucking trial, bro. Oh, if that happens, you're fucked, Diddy. Oh shit. She did file a lawsuit too. So holy moly, bro. We talked about this early on in the Diddy thing. She was the second girl to file the lawsuit. Said that one of Diddy's people was in Detroit and found her and was like, "Oh shit, Diddy would love to meet you," and took her all the way out to Diddy, and she's got a fucking picture of him sitting on his lap. They flew a little girl out, bro, and her parents didn't even know. Oh, you are so fucked, Diddy. You are so fucked, bro. Oh, he's hired some dream team lawyers now. He's trying to get out on bail.
In the SUV, and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage to both her vagina and her anus. She then went to the hospital. She was missing her underwear and her shoes. Another instance, an individual, this time not a minor, was attended a group dinner, allegedly with Sean Combs in Miami. She wasn't drinking because she was pregnant. But she
drank
at the table, apparently. At least
you're right, bro. We've been doing this, ain't we?
She blacked out and she woke up in the same bed, again, allegedly with Mr. Combs in his mansion in Miami. Her vagina and her anus were torn and sore. And I could go on. I mean, literally, you're sensing a theme here. It's the same theme.
Wow, dude.
It all involves some sort of drug. One instance, an individual who was 20 years old at the time.
What's up,
was
Georgia
asked
Peach?
to attend just.
Oh, Georgia Peach, we got a new member, baby. Shout out to the new member. We love you, Peach.
Right now, 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 right now.
Saw her on the street, asked to attend a party in a hotel.
Baby, we're building back better neighborhoods. That's what we're doing.
Went to the party.
We're building back. That's what we're doing, guys. Hey, it's what they say. Oh, I fuck up. Oh, here we go. It's like what do they call it? Gentrifying. We had to build back the better neighborhood over here, y'all. Shout out to Net for giving us the idea to come over here and bomb on this channel, bro. You know, even though we might not be getting our ad revenue, I'm still going to work out a way to give membership giveaways out once I start getting paid from this channel. I'm still going to do it. Fuck the ad revenue. I'll take $1 out of each membership and give it to you guys. One of you. Why not? I'm going to find a way to give back to you guys, bro. That's just all there is to it.
Was given one drink and doesn't remember anything else. Ultimately, was so messed up, went to the hospital where they found cocaine and this horse tranquilizer in her blood system. I want to give you a quote from a very young man who told us over the phone about his experience and all the things that happened to him. He says allegedly at the hands of Sean Diddy Combs and his friends in the effort to try to sign a record deal.
That was a good idea, bro.
What he was told he would have to do. His quote is, "Had he not been in power, I feel like I could have been something great. I quit the industry because of what Sean Combs did to me."
You can say he ruined your fucking
really
career, bro. You could say he ruined your dreams, dude. How much are your dreams worth? How much are your dreams worth? Mine's worth a couple million. If we're talking, I had some real dreams. Like, and then you get dreams built, you know, you start living a life, man. I'm telling you, bro. Jenny is fuck. I mean, Diddy is fuck. I don't know why I said Jenny.
It comes down to
Diddy's fucked, bro.
We are pursuing this, asking you
Thank you,
to
Peach.
support this effort, to encourage witnesses and victims to come forward and bring your evidence so we can continue to break down this wall of silence and we can continue to have these stories heard. This is the beginning of what I hope to
Dude,
be
I
a
haven't paid
national
a fucking.
dialogue.
Dude, I wonder how long it takes for
This
my
type of
deposit to come back once I have a light, when I pay it for my light bill. I ain't paid a deposit in forever. I don't even know why they made me pay a deposit, bro. I got woke up by the gas guy today. I missed his phone call when he was on his way. He was knocking at my door. I was like, oh shit, that's the gas dude. Thank God he still came. Turned me gas on. Gotta have gas. It's gonna get cold here.
Sexual assault, sexual abuse, and sexual exploitation should never
Yeah,
happen
for sure. Consult with
in
Nate.
the United States or anywhere else. This should have never been allowed to go on for so long. This conduct has created a mass of individuals who are injured, scared, and scarred. If you are one of those individuals, we ask you to reach out. If not to us, to someone you trust. If you are someone who witnessed any of these events, we ask you to reach out. Your name can remain confidential. With that, I'll take a few questions.
You think I should prank them?
But if you have a question, I'll be pleased.
Think I should call him and tell him that something happened to me?
Perfect.
Let me call him and prank him. Be like, Diddy touched my butthole right below where my balls are. He got between.
I don't know what the feds are aware of. Okay, but I do
I'll
know
call him,
25
prank him.
out of this 120.
I'm not going to do that.
Antonio,
But I will
They
say
record
this
that
to
shit.
that point. We
This ain't
welcome
no joke.
the FBI or any authority who wants to come to us, and we're going to make that available to these victims because I think that's important. My suspicion is based on talking with these folks. is
So they're. See, that's the thing I thought with the Cassie case. I thought like maybe, you know, since she did get the lawsuit, how would she be able to testify? But all that NDA shit goes out the window with the feds, don't it? Like, you sign an NDA to not tell on him, right? To go telling on him and downing his name and all that. But then that don't stop the feds, does it? I don't think so. Maybe that's what it was too. Diddy didn't think the feds were going to come get him. You know what I'm saying? And he's got the feds on him, bro. What up, T? I cannot believe there's that. Gosh damn, bro. I hope all of the rappers ain't done. I hope all of the rappers ain't done this, bro. In my era. Because it's looking awfully sus, man.
That, the FBI is just
Looking
aware.
awfully sus, man.
The FBI has talked to some of these folks, and I'm going to try to encourage the victims.
FBI has talked
to, in fact, talk to the FBI because I think they have some very important things to say.
Tony, were all of the children auditioning because they
Is
were
Jay-Z
musicians,
next?
or were any of them
Is Jay-Z next?
or anything like that?
All seeking either TV or some sort of music career with promises of, we're going to make you a star. Instead, basically did things to them such that they don't want to have anything to do with the entertainment industry ever again. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your attention. We're going to go now. Thank you.
Is Jay-Z next?
Any file here? There's a few plaintiffs here, but I don't anticipate filing them here. Probably in New York City.
That's my question to you guys. Is Jay-Z next on this list? That's what I want to know. Hold on. You think probably Jay-Z and Beyonce? Oh, did they? I'm asking that because there's a serious we're going to watch a serious interview here. Damn it. Sorry. I'm trying to pull this up right. All right, we're good. Diddy's jail time job is professional soap dropper. Go link up. I got you. Jay-Z and Beyonce next. Yep. So you guys believe that other people are going to go down? I'm going to be honest, man. I don't think Jay-Z comes off to that. He doesn't give me that vibe like Diddy did. Yeah, I need to hang banners up, bro, because I don't like my walls. They're a good color. I like the color of them. I just don't like bare walls. Yeah, they sell baby oil on commissary. If they don't, they sell grease that you can turn into oil. Jay-Z is a pedo. What's up, James, by the way? I mean, I've heard people talking about it. I've heard people talking about Beyonce. They just don't strike me as that, you know? I'm not a big excuse me for being a little unaware of East Coast rap. I didn't bump East Coast rap a lot when I was younger. I know a lot about it, but I just didn't bump it. No shit. P. Diddy's, man. P. Diddy's fucked, bro. We called that hotline. They have a whole hotline, man. They have a whole hotline. It says calling the Sean Combs. Like, what the fuck? I never heard of that in my life. Somebody asked, was that going to be bigger than Epstein? There's your proof it is. Yes, it is. There you go. Did Epstein have a number? Brandy could be involved. Well, we'll take a look at this. I want you guys to see this. This is a great one here.
Harvey Weinstein.
Oh. Fuck. All right, let's go, y'all.
Jeffrey Epstein, Sean Combs have one person in common.
Jaguar Wright is known to be a conspiracy theorist.
I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil.
Everyone wanted to go to Diddy's white parties when they were happening. If I got an invite, I would go. But there's a party within a party.
Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to.
Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters.
She's saying a lot of things that could be considered libelous.
I think if Diddy cooperates and gives up some big names of actual crimes that they committed, that'd be a way of actually lessening the amount of time that he does, or possibly even walking away.
I absolutely do not see him being victorious in a criminal trial.
This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching for decades. It must
AD, what up?
What's up?
Press pause on this, okay?
I already did. What's up, Jack?
I want to give some free promo, okay?
Go for it.
I've been following you since I guess you got to your old apartment when you started, okay?
Yep.
I had my doubts, but I laid back in the cut and I listened. I'm a listener, and I make my own opinion. I realized, yeah, this AD guy, he's a good dude, and you had a lot of people talking about you at that moment, right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember when you were new over here.
A lot of fans turned detractor. Now, NetStars, I seen him. He's anytime you've had a speed bump or a hiccup, he's always been there to give you advice, whether you took it or not. I don't know why. That's not my business. But I've never seen him give anyone any information that sent them to the toilet. You get it? Ruined their career, their YouTube career. I want to give NetStar his flowers.
He's a moderator, brother.
And he may not be he may not have a huge platform, but I look at it like this: he does a lot of sacrificing, helping others.
Oh, I know he does. I see that all the time, bro. I witness that all the time.
If he never gets 1 million subs, I don't care.
I don't either.
And he knows that Quran. He knows what's coming to him. He's a good man. He's a good man. Anyone, and all I gotta hear is someone say something bad about Nets, and you're off. You're on my bad list automatic.
Net's good people. I met him in person.
I've been fucking with Net since my third video. Not even my live stream. My third video.
And
I
people
only got a
talk bad.
second. I'm at work, so I want to say this real quick. It's on topic what you're talking about.
Go for it, James.
Everybody has to remember one thing. 4 years ago during the election, what was the big thing all over the news?
Remind me.
Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
They took over the whole election, so nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
The same shit's going on right now. They're
Let's
using
go,
this as
guys.
a fucking cover-up.
Let's do it, James. Speaking of y'all, go
Does
vote.
everybody? I live on the West Coast. Does everybody know all the ports are closed and we're gonna have trouble getting food and everything right now? Y'all
They're
better go get
striking.
your food,
On the
go get
east-
your toilet paper, go get whatever
Hey,
the fuck you need
on the
because everything's
east-
stuck at the port.
Carolina.
Hey, James,
North Carolina
they're
is
striking,
fucked
right?
up
James,
right now.
they're striking, right?
The strike
Yeah,
is on.
The
They are
strike-
not
Yeah.
unloading nothing at the ports. Trust me,
Dude,
my job has tons of shit at the ports right now we can't get.
dude, and the East Coast, North Carolina is fucked up, and they're making that seem like it's not.
AD, it's dude, that fucking North Carolina shit is all set up, bro. If
Yeah.
you look at it, that's the same thing they did to Hawaii, bro. There's all kinds of minerals and shit in North Carolina that they're trying to buy the land up. So they're trying to fucking fuck North Carolina so they can buy all the land just like they did to Hawaii and get all the minerals. The minerals are used for the EV cars and the batteries. The world's number one storage place right now. It's in North Carolina, is where all the lithium and all that shit is.
Yeah,
That's
what
why they're
better way to
fucking up
get
North
people-
Carolina right
What
now.
better way to get people out of their homes and businesses than to just trash the fucking place?
Yeah,
you know?
they're gonna buy the land and they're gonna use it to mine the lithium and shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey.
everything's a scam, bro. Everything's a cover up. People better
believe
see
it,
what the
too.
fuck's going on in this world
That's
right
right.
now.
That's the shit I was on when I was talking about, other things the other night. I was like, man, some things we see are just not the truth, man. And we
And
believe.
If
we
you don't,
believe-
AD, if you don't remember 5 years ago on Jack Frost when I was fucking with him, I used to say Jay-Z got Beyonce
you've
from R.
always
Kelly.
that.
Don't
You've always
forget.
that.
That
Hey,
dude's a
hey,
fucking pedophile, bro.
That's why when you spoke up and said it, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, because James has always been on that.
hey, James, I consider all the men that I've met here, whether we've had fallouts or what, I think that we have a consensus of good men, and I like to hear everyone put their input in because some things we have work, we have family, we may miss.
Dude, we
may
have
miss
different
information. So
things
it's good. It's
that you
good
can
when we
take
get
from.
together and let people hear things that we don't know about.
Bro, that's what I like about this, bro. We can take things from different topics. Like I take things from you guys all the time, dude, and put them to use all the time.
And these are good people here. They're not here to
Nobody's here to fucking steer you the wrong way.
clout chase or blow themselves up. Everyone here, when I hear someone in the circle, the home team say something, I go right to research.
Yeah.
And 99.9, they're not lying.
Dude, none of us are here to steer anybody in the wrong way, man. Dude.
If they say you're a troublemaker online, you're gossip, this, that, no. AD, you've connected so many people from all over, I could say the world, because there's Canadians in here, there's all that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
AD, you connect people and you don't judge and you let people get their opinions out. And I don't care if you never hit whatever your personal goal is.
I don't have one.
You are doing a net positive thing for the people, bro.
Appreciate you, dude. I appreciate that.
Hey, Don Armando, she ain't the only one. Foxy ain't the only one. I'm telling you, he got Beyonce right before she turned 17.
Wow.
That dude's a fucking pedophile, bro.
Wow.
Jay-Z is going to come out worse than all of them, bro.
How old was Jay-Z? How old was Jay-Z?
I think he was 26.
He was 26 when he got with Beyonce?
Yeah, and she was like 16 going on 17. They don't say that in the news. They'll say she's 18 or 19, but that's not true.
No, she got married at 15. She got married at 15.
I didn't watch this interview, so I'm going to be just as, reacting as you guys are if you didn't watch it. But apparently, Jaguar Wright takes it there on Jay-Z, bro.
Jaguar Wright has been right on everything she said, just like Gene Deal that everybody was calling a fucking liar.
Bro. They call her nuts.
Yeah,
You know what?
and
You know what Jaguar Wright reminds me of a strong black woman that you have pissed off to
Wendy
the max.
Williams was the same way, bro. Started fronting all these dudes.
Yeah,
Yep.
she said earlier. She said it's about time that Diddy got caught. Wendy did.
Hey,
Wendy
to
fucked
the
up, man.
All right, I'm
I
gonna be
got
in
a
the
lot.
clouds, so I got to get back to work, fellas. Be
Hey,
good.
Jay, be good, brother. Be safe.
I'm getting home. To the community, nothing will get you laughed at here. You can say what you want, and people are listening, and we're doing our research. And I appreciate everyone here that they may
Yo, what's
sound off
good?
what I want to hear.
What's good, guys?
Yeah, I love you, bro.
Everybody,
Thank you.
stay up.
You too. See,
Yeah, you too, bro. Now,
Yeah.
what I want to say is that when Foxy Brown was saying that her first time having sex was with Jay-Z. Jay-Z was 27 at the time, and Foxy was 15. That's what Foxy Brown says. That the first guy that actually popped her cherry was Jay-Z.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Why do I want to fucking rap? Why is my goddamn? This is my generation of music, bro. This is the
Same
shit
here.
that I
Same
grew
here.
up hearing and was on the radio. This is what was on the radio. Not even underground music. This music was
Exactly.
on the radio for all of us to hear, and that's
Exactly.
a radio station at that time had so much power. Music has so much power. It can get in your brain without you even knowing. You know?
Yep.
It can make things happen, dude. Music got me through tough parts of my life, man. Where I was
Same here.
You know, and
Like when my mom died, right?
Yeah, it can do
when
the
my mom passed.
It can
Exactly.
They can trick you into doing like buying their clothes, listening to this murder music, getting out there and killing people. Nobody should be listening to music that says go out and murder everybody on the fucking block. That's unreal.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly. Because
these kids are living it through the music.
yeah, like for example, right? And like when my mom passed away, all I did was listen to ASAP Fergalicious, right? Because one line always stuck with me. It was like all I know is pain, surviving on my own, and that's what I was actually feeling.
Yeah, I feel you on that too. Because that's exactly how I feel right now, bro. Like I got nobody. Make sure that I keep a roof over my head. I got nobody to lean on, man. Nobody's gonna pay my rent. Nobody gonna pay my light bill. Hell no. I gotta make sure I stay healthy. That's why I'm trying to quit drinking pop. I can't wait till I'm probably gonna go to the store sometime this week. But
yeah,
I'm trying to change my lifestyles and shit, you know. And I'm been good. Like I'm not a drug addict. All I do is smoke weed. I drink rarely. So if I can cut pop out of my system, I'm on my way to living a better, healthier life.
Yeah, man.
Seriously, man, because like I do work out. I do exercises daily. Well, like I do it 5 days a week. Like I've started to care more because you know why? You know why, Don? You know why? I care more, bro? It's because I want to live here longer, dude. I want to be on this with my children longer. There's things I haven't to do. There's things I haven't said I want to say. Like, be here, bro. So, like, why would these people are handed the world? Diddy, Jay-Z, R. Kelly. They're handed the fucking world, dude. Getting opportunities that most people will never see in a lifetime. And they fuck it up by sex. They make sex.
I mean, if you actually look at it, what a lot of people don't know is that R. Kelly is a functioning illiterate, meaning that everybody said, "Oh yeah, R. Kelly went up and written the whole song, but yeah, he can't read." So how the heck you gonna be writing something? That's what I was trying to tell people. How the heck you gonna credit R. Kelly for writing stuff, but yeah, homie can't read? You have to go around to read in order to write. Am I correct?
I'll tell you what he was doing. He started doing what the rappers do. They just drop lyrics and then they go in on them. What they call that? What they call that? Where they blast out the lyric and then they think of what they're gonna say next and they try to get something to go with it. It's called punch in.
Freestyle.
He's probably punching in on his R&B, using R&B to use punch in. You know what I mean? That's probably how you do it. Somebody write it.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, James?
What up? What up? Hey, dude. What people need to do is look into who Ron Burkle is.
Oh yeah, Ron Burkle's a motherfucking weirdo too, bro.
Dude,
he's involved with all that Diddy shit.
Yo, talking about Jaguar Wright. She and Starbuck Cloud, they went up and there was cursing out each other, and he had the nerve to go and call her nappy headed bitch.
Ron Burkle is Diddy's funder.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is the funding of Bad Boy Entertainment.
Yep.
He's a funding of The Rock. He's a funding of everything, bro. He's the one who's been paying out all the lawsuits. He owns one of the islands. Dude, the one thing everybody got to look up is Ron Burkle, Bill Clinton, and Jeffrey Epstein are the triplets that used to hang out all the time on Epstein Island.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton, Ron Burkle, and Jeffrey Epstein. And Ron Burkle is Diddy's kid's fucking godfather.
Yeah, we know who you're talking about. That's Tissa Tales brings him up all the time. He's like right next to Clive Davis, in my opinion.
He's worse than Clive Davis.
Yeah, both of them creepos do. And Clive Davis has already come out on national TV saying he's gay. So, like, why isn't it too far off for him not to be a part of all this? It ain't.
I mean, if you really look at it, right? Clive Davis, I guess, he has like a lot of wives. He had like maybe 2 wives, and I guess he has some children. But then he felt like, okay, that he came out as a bisexual.
Yeah. It's
with the man he's living in.
Let's see what Jaguar going to say, man. Ron Burkle.
After the testimony you're about to hear, you'll be staggered he avoided the attention of law enforcement for so long. I'll speak to a lawyer, a whistleblower, and an insider for an uncensored insight into the showbiz scandal of a generation.
So Star Report and Jaguar had it out too.
Jaguar, I'm going to start with you. You've been called a whistleblower. You knew Sean Diddy Combs for a long time. You attended a number of his infamous parties. And in 2022, you made headlines with comments where you called him a sex trafficker. And in response, you were called crazy and jealous.
She is.
Do you feel vindicated by the events of the last few weeks?
No, not at all. Because he's just the beginning. Until him and his cohorts are all held to account publicly and legally, the victims, they're not safe.
How bad was it?
That's what I care about. I care about the victims.
No, I understand. How bad was it, do you think, what was going on?
I'm going to tell you right now that me, as a woman who has been in the industry for over 30 years, I've been performing live since I was 13. My first handler was McKinley Horton.
So you get handlers, bro,
to find out
which they call them managers or whatever. And if you're young, they groom it right through, bro. Like it's like they just. I bet Bieber. They said Bieber went through it.
Bro,
just look at him right now.
Diddy tore Usher's asshole open.
Yep. They said Usher ended up with herpes and everything.
I mean, yo, you want to know something? They were saying that if you actually look at the antics while Justin was like maybe 16 till 22, there was like a whole bunch of dudes, and then they try to make a big thing just because Justin was just a white guy and he just had his shirt off, and there was a whole bunch of rappers and everything like that. I'm like, okay, at the time, like, why are just focusing on Justin Bieber with his shirt off or something like that? But then now, with all this stuff coming to light, they're saying that Justin might be an alleged victim. It perfectly makes sense now.
Justin Bieber did a song about what happens at a Diddy party.
Yeah.
about how his life was ruined from a Diddy
Yep.
party. He got a goddamn song.
Remember, Justin had to get off drugs and everything, so they probably had him drugged up early, bro. Had him thinking doing drugs was okay because he had to fight to get off drugs. He lost his last woman. His woman now she's into like church and shit, so he's going to church and shit. He's trying to get back his life, man. And he probably had it taken from him for a very long time until he was able to. I mean, it takes a lot to wake up from it and start firing managers and firing people that ain't worth the fuck and getting them out of here and hiring real people.
Yeah, but now they're saying that Justin Bieber is like suffering from like some disease that actually paralyzed like his left side or something like that.
Face, bro.
So
his face. So it
his face, yeah.
Y'all don't forget they tried to kill Jamie Foxx.
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of shit involved. He blew up Kid Cudi's car. I mean, dude, these motherfuckers are nasty, bro. What about Diddy? What about Diddy killing his fucking when he was married to Beyonce? When his girl got pregnant, she came up dead.
Dude, fucking Diddy beat up J. Cole. Diddy slapped Drake. Fucking, it's fucking known.
No. Actually, a lot of people are saying the thing that J. Cole actually put the beats on him.
They said that J. Cole got beat up. It was actually two people that did it to him. It wasn't just Diddy, I heard.
But Jay-Z, dude, I'm telling you, it's going to come out that he had his girl killed who ended up pregnant while he was with Beyonce. Watch, it comes out. Give it time.
Oh, man. The thing with Jaguar, Wright, I believe her. You know why? Because I believe there's truth in every story. Just a little, maybe somewhere. Because she talks, but her story never changes, though. And that's the thing. Like, look how much lies we catch Brandy in. Because she talks and her story changes. You see what I'm saying? So like Jaguar Wright's talking, but her story don't change, bro.
Scar that was on his face with a very elaborate story. He
I gotta jump back off, fellas. Be good.
Yeah, but what she had to say about Common is like, wow, it was mind blowing.
Elders in the business, people like Patti LaBelle say, just avoid him, honey. And being taught to be just avoid him, honey. It's not good enough. Not when you live through these things, you're still suffering the PTSD created by all of this, and you're talking to a victim that's 20 years younger than you.
Here's the thing. I believe people will have people killed off instead of going, look what they did to Juke. Look what they did to Juke, bro. I believe that was Yo Gotti. I think Yo Gotti had his own brother off, bro. And that's crazy to hear, dude. But
yeah, I think so. Me and my coworker, we was actually talking about that too. Because think about it. I mean, and a lot of people are saying that Yo Gotti went up and was facing no consequences. And then by the time by the time he had that uncle that passed away and stuff, and it was just too eerie that these guys, I guess the ones who were actually sliding for dough, but the ones to actually catch Big Chiduck, and it's been like maybe 2 or 3 months and nobody still ain't gonna find out who did it.
It's the deal, like it's this deal, dude. They had Juke paid the fellas to do it, right? But didn't pay him all the way. And the dude started telling on the murder. He told him that Juke had him paid. So they knew that guy was gonna tell, and that Juke would have been put into the murder. So then Juke would have to have said either my brother paid me to do it or had me do it, Yo Gotti, or whatever. I mean, they had to off Juke, bro. They did. And then I think Yo Gotti off Juke. I truly believe that these people are this fucking crazy, dude. I believe these people have no heart. When they have this amount of money, they want to be here forever to spend it. They don't want to go to jail. They will fucking kill you. And they will pay everybody off around it to keep quiet. That's what they do.
Exactly.
P. Diddy was a billionaire, y'all.
And she's telling you the exact same thing that happened to you. You want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere. forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey
Here's a
Epstein,
little look at my city,
Robert.
city I work in. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight ghetto shit.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah.
Kelly,
I live in the ghetto
Sean
too, bro.
Combs.
I live in the ghetto too.
Is where you gotta make sure if your wallet's in your back pocket, you gotta keep checking every
Yeah.
couple seconds. Make sure
I
it's there. You know?
like living in my ghetto, bro. I like my hood, bro. I
I
where
like
live.
it.
I don't
Me
want to move.
also.
I only moved 10 minutes away from my old house.
Yeah.
So like, fuck it.
Everyone be safe, man, and keep talking these uncomfortable truths. Keep talking.
Salute, bro. Be careful out there, bro.
Have one person in common, professionally and privately.
Jay-Z.
Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
There's been obviously a lot of
Cruelty-free artistry.
Right. There's been a lot of rumor mill about what has happened in the rap world. A lot of allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to have been borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil.
Epstein was
for
arrested
30 years.
July 6th, 2019. He was found out on August 10th. Epstein was gone in about 30 days after being incarcerated. So we need to keep an eye on Diddy, right? We need to not let this happen to Diddy. So here's the thing. If Epstein was found dead in the same place, they need to make sure Diddy don't end up the same way, because that's going to look very bad on that penitentiary. I mean, I know they probably don't give a fuck, but that's going to look horrible. Horrible, bro.
He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange.
There's another name.
He was selected to be
There's
the demon
another
that
name
he
you didn't
is
say.
to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels.
Lucian Grange.
We have
There's
too
another
many
one.
lost. The list of lost is ridiculous. And everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job. He's the Judas.
Do you think that if he's
can believe
cornered
that.
in the way that he's been now, that he may start revealing things about other people?
He has no choice. His ego and his drug addiction won't allow him to do anything different.
There you go.
Nah, yo, AD, I got something to tell you.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right with that. The classic one. Good point.
Look, listen to what she said, which is key. AD. She said drug addiction, right?
Yeah.
All right. So when I first got here to Philadelphia, and I met may he rest in peace, Eric Cato Harper. So me and him, we were talking and everything like that. So he was telling me that Dawn was his niece, and he knew Diddy and everything like that from the personal sense. So the story that he went up and told me is like one day he went up and tried to shake Diddy's hand, but he went up and ended up slapping it because it was sweating. I was like, "What does it mean? It was sweaty?" He was like, "You don't know, bro? Like if you see a guy with super sweaty palms, that means that he's on cocaine." I was like, yo. Now this is 2017, right? Then after that, he was saying like, yo, you know that Dawn and her sister are like in the industry and stuff, and they're actually running their own mini little label, but they freaky too. And he went up and told me that a lot of the people are freaky. When his mother died, right?
Nothing wrong with freaky though.
But yeah, but I'm saying, Puffy went up. He was saying that okay, that when he went up and sent Cloud, gave his regards when his mom died and everything like that. But the stuff that he was saying was about Diddy, and now that it's coming tonight, and he's now passed on. I actually remember our conversations that me and the OG had.
Everywhere out there is a story, bro. Like so many people have said stories about
The simple
Diddy,
fact
bro.
that
It's
he's not
crazy.
saying more now
Crazy,
only
dude.
means that
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it's a drug addiction. So therefore,
in position
if she mentioned the drug addiction, it's like this is not the first time I heard it.
still find
Oh,
value
yeah, we
in
knew he
him.
was on drugs.
He's got
Yeah.
everybody on tape. They all know it.
For those who were never at these freak off parties, what were they like?
Yeah, you can be a freak, just don't
See, this is the thing. Everything that
trick
I'm about
people.
to say to you
You know,
is not
don't record
my
people.
firsthand knowledge. It is
Secondly,
my
tell people they're
firsthand
being
witness
recorded,
account
right?
experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix
Yep.
before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand.
See that?
That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work
So
with
scary,
even to
dude.
this day
Imagine
have
to be
worn hidden cameras.
some of these women were passed around to
I
these
have my own
dudes.
tapes.
You know, they were passed around, bro.
I've seen
Yeah, man.
the ritualistic behaviors, the drugging,
Ritual.
putting girls in the suitcases,
Whoa,
dumping them in alleyways.
that's sad.
It's horrifying. And it's all done
That's sad,
under the
bro.
protection of this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
That's sad, bro. Let me grab my juice.
It seems to have been something that a lot of people knew about, but people were simply too
Everyone
scared
knows.
to talk about.
Everyone knows. And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real for the public's perception.
No, the NDA ain't
But
worth a
everyone
fuck
knows what's
when the
going
feds
on.
come
And
in.
it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy.
Yep.
See, people keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We
I
got to
can
stop
believe that.
making ditties.
Yeah, leave children out
And
of
if we're
it.
going to
Leave
do
the
that,
cameras
then we
off
got to go
when
back.
people
We
don't
got to
wanna
go
be
back to even
recorded
further
too,
the
man. That's
mentors of these people.
freaky, dude. Like, I
Because
don't
Diddy was
care. Like,
taught
if
how
you
to
wanted
do
me to be
what he
involved in
does.
an orgy, right? That's great. I'm cool with that. I want to fuck Cassie too. I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole up here either. But, you know, that's great. Let's have an orgy. But don't film me without knowing. That's fucking foul, bro. And then the thing is, you can't even be mad at me for filming because now you're caught doing all kinds of other weird shit on camera. Yeah, this is the fucking Pierce Morgan dude. Yeah, a bunch of swingers, right? That's cool. That's great. Swing on, guys. Swing on. But like,
Exactly.
you can't.
Don't go around and involve innocent kids.
Don't bring children involved. And that's what I think, man. Once you get people to start swinging, they probably start introducing other freaky shit into it. You start introducing this shit to it. Start introducing GHB into it. This drug into it. Whipped cream, baby oil, kids. No. That's where I draw the line.
Systematically, and Clyde Davis has been his greatest teacher.
Look, Clive Davis is not here to respond to that, nor is Jay-Z. But a lot of people, famous people in the music industry, have been notable, like I say, by their silence so far. It's also been notable that since the Me Too campaign began in 2017, the music industry has largely avoided the same scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
Shout out to Net, baby.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Since Me Too began in 2017, the music industry has largely avoided the same kind of scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign.
Yeah.
And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now?
True.
They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
You believe that?
Guess they on vacation.
If this goes to court, Joe, do you think the world is going to be shocked by what comes out?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades.
It is.
For decades.
It has.
How many victims?
What's the difference between me and Judy Garland? Social media.
Yep. Yep.
How many victims?
There was none for her.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Yeah, her messages were clear. I think she was real good in this. I see she didn't go out there like on a tangent. She kept it pretty precise, didn't she? Salute to Jaguar for this. I seen Star Report was dragging her and shit, but I think he's a hater. He's a hater. He claims to be the hater too. The hater misses nothing, you know? But damn, bro, you drag this woman and she's getting her little star fame going. Everything she said is coming to light, guys. It's all coming to light.
I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well.
Ooh.
They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
I think because Vlad,
what do you think happened with Kim?
Keeping people again.
He's off to not have her on. You know, his platform probably excels with the bullshit he has. If he lets Jaguar on and she starts debunking all this stuff, then that kills his platform in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? So he had to kind of take his side. She is.
Well,
these attorneys and these prosecutors are making it make sense now. All this talking she's been doing, they're making it make sense. Shout out to Jaguar Wright too, man, because we need people that speak, bro. You know, I got a guy at work, dude. He's a dickhead, bro. He's an asshole. hole, dude. I don't like him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to be around him.
Trust me. My job. There's a guy that I don't talk to after I found out he was registered. If you know what I mean.
The thing is, what I'm saying with this guy is, it's not. We need people like this because he bucks the system at work. He will go any kind of fucking stupid rule. He'll speak out. He'll talk shit to the boss. Like, we need. Yeah, he's an asshole. He does his job good, and he bucks the system. We need people like. As much as I don't like it, we need it. We need coworkers that do kind of buck the system. That way, we don't have to, and they speak. For, you know what I mean? I enjoy the talk on the boss and everything, dude. But they won't fire him because he's good.
Their will, putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane.
Ooh.
Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim Porter, a new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
That's not her book.
I think people should really look into that more. I am friends with Albie Shore. I love him. I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all hang out together at the Kit Kat Club back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole thing happen. And everything that Albert has been through, every attempt on his life that has been ignored by the authorities, it all leads back to Diddy. And everyone knows it. The wiretapping of the phones, putting air tag on children during visits. These are normal practices that these people do.
Jaguar, I've got to leave it there. I really appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone else says.
And thank you for caring.
I do care. Thank you very much. Well, I'm joined now by the host of Vlad TV, DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad, I mean, pretty horrifying.
That's on my other one. I think that's my other one, bro. Here you go, Cuddy. Yeah, they screwed everybody on Cash App, man. They did.
Fine, listening to these testimonies. What did you make of what you just heard?
Well, Jaguar Wright is known to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't really co-sign anything that she says. I've never had her on my show, and I don't have any plans to have her on my show.
You don't believe her?
She's got an album in 20 years, and a lot of this stuff is just stuff she's heard, things she's making up, and so forth. I'm not saying that there aren't serious things that Diddy may have done, but yeah, I can't co-sign anything that Jaguar Wright is saying, if that's your question.
Well, I mean, obviously, since we last spoke, there have now been these charges against Diddy, which are incredibly serious. You didn't think at the time we last spoke that he was likely to face these charges. Are you surprised it's come to this?
I'm not surprised, because I feel that law enforcement in general is reactionary. I think that when you look at high-profile individuals, their arrests, indictments usually come after a documentary, a big TV show, or in Diddy's case, there was this huge lawsuit that Cassie filed that everyone got to see all the details and all the attention that came to it. So, yeah, it wasn't a surprise that it actually happened, because you've seen this happen over and over again. R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, all the attention that they got, and then now Diddy. So yeah, I mean, this is ultimately the world that we live in. But he'll have his day in court, and his lawyer said that he's not going to take a plea deal. I think a plea deal at this point is probably going to be very heavy-handed, probably 20 years plus.
You in the chat, Cuddy? Is Cuddy in the chat? Cuddy in the chat. Cuddy in the chat. Is Cuddy in the chat?
Plus, so it makes sense for him to go to court, but we'll ultimately see what happens. Because
I don't know why he did that. Really, why did he do that? Why did Vlad do that?
Because Vlad is with them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Vlad is with them. I was wondering why he slided Jaguar like that, bro. Like that. He talks about her on his show with other people. Like Jaguar Wright said this, Jaguar Wright said that. Like, why did you get up there on Pierce ain't on national TV. He's a YouTuber too. Shout out to Black Cuddy, man. Oh. He said for the machine. If anybody would like to support the machine, if anybody would like to fund this war that we have going on, hey, we have our super chat button back. We have our memberships back. You can become a member. Well, we don't have them back. We now have them on our channel now. You can become a member here. You can support us multiple ways now. Thank you guys. For real. You have no idea what it means to have people that really give a fuck. Shout out to Black Cuddy, man.
Exactly.
It means a lot to have people that actually give a fuck, bro. It means a lot. Shout out to Cuddy, man. Uh-oh. What was that? Where Cuddy? You in the chat, Cuddy? Shout out to you, bro. Salute.
About getting at them. We gon' wait till it's over. We parking lot Pippin come out, that stick on him. Put respect on my chopper, don't mention his bodies. You might get a glimpse of him. But my click for
Shout out to Black Cuddy, baby, in New York.
Could X be louder than words. I leave his brains on the curve. Hit his ass from a distance, my aim game be so superb. I'm late.
Woo! Hey, Peter. Salute to Peter. Peter said, I'll give you this and I won't say nothing in the chat.
Right now, 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 right now.
Salute to the supporters. Hey, man. Donations aren't a thing you have to do here, but please hit the like button and smash the sub button, y'all. Smash it.
Yeah, man.
Salute to Don Armando, man. You've been around a long time too, Don.
Yeah, I know. And I'm glad I actually found your channel, because I just found your channel by one, because shoot.
Apart from some of the funny stuff of, there's 1 million bottles of lube that they found there. I'm sorry, 1,000 bottles of lube and so forth. We have yet to really see what the evidence is. And I think once we see the actual evidence, then people will actually formulate an opinion on what's happening right now.
Do you think there's a lot of people in the rap world in particular who are pretty fearful right now of where this may lead? Is it a bit like the Epstein scandal, do you think?
I don't really think so, because, I mean, ultimately, everyone wanted to go to Diddy's white parties when they were happening. If I got an invite, I would go. But there's a party within a party. There's the actual party where the big celebrities go to, the Howard Sterns and the Leonardo DiCaprios and so forth. You never hear of any of them really being involved in any of this stuff. They go home, at 2, 3 o'clock a.m. And then there's the private parties that involve the sex workers. Yes, sir, I did probably certain types of people that are kind of in an inner circle.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see if those names ultimately come out or not. You know, I think that when it comes to a situation like the feds,
Black Cuddy.
About getting at them. We gon' wait till it's over. We parking lot Pippin come out. That stick on him. Put respect on my chopper. Don't mention his bodies. You might get a glimpse of him. But my click.
Oh shit, Kevin Jones, what's up, pimp?
I'm not feel about it out of champ. Nigga won't beef, I turn him to a cow. I make my hitter bring them choppers out. I'm in the city, who they talk about? I don't need a vouch. Oh, they mad now.
Oh, they mad now. You know what, man? We ain't returned yet. We'll return to monetization on the other channel, I think in the beginning of December. At the beginning of December. So then we'll have 2 channels. But this one doesn't get any ad revenue until it reaches 1,000 subs.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do with my channel.
I'm still going to give back to this channel, though, guys. Once this channel starts a little bit of money, bro, I'm giving back to this channel as well. We will be having member giveaways over here, too. So become a member. Become a member. Become a member.
Cooperating is a very big thing. And I think if Diddy cooperates and gives up some big names of actual crimes they committed, that'd be a way of actually, lessening the amount of time that he does, or possibly even walking away.
I mean, what had you heard about Diddy over the years? Obviously, people knew he had parties. They knew he was a big rap star and so on. But the nature of this kind of thing. I mean, I'm asking because when I watched, for example, I met Diddy a couple of times. He was always perfectly charming to me. But I've met a lot of people who are charming and turned out to be monsters. The video that came out of showing him beating up his then girlfriend in a hotel corridor was so shocking that when I watched it, I remember thinking, well, this guy is capable of anything. I mean, a man that would do that, who's that famous, who would do that to a woman in a hotel corridor,
and have it hidden for 20 years.
Hotel corridor. If he's prepared to be that violent in public, knowing there might be cameras around, he's prepared to do pretty much anything. Was my conclusion. I mean, what did you hear about him over the years?
Yeah, I mean, that tape was horrific. And after our interview that we did with Roger Bonds, who I helped to bring onto the show, I did my own interview with Roger Bonds. It was a very in-depth, I think, two-hour interview where he goes into actually witnessing a lot of women that were physically abused by Diddy. I mean, not only Cassie, of course, which he saw multiple times, but Kim Porter. He was on a trip where Kim Porter got her nose broken allegedly by Diddy and flew in a plastic surgeon to fix it. There was a personal chef that Diddy beat up. I actually heard voicemails of her describing it. This wasn't even something that she wanted to come publicly with. There was other women as well.
Buy myself a drink? Oh, okay. Thank you. It's not my birthday, belated birthday. Shout out to that. We can still say it's our birthday. Yeah, Brandy, even though it's October fucking 3rd, I'm going to still say it's my birthday. Or something happened. What happened today? Let's say.
I think it's World Temperance Day.
Okay.
Right now, 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 right now.
Man, we having fun over here today, y'all. How y'all doing?
We good, bro?
Here, right.
I got details on, so I think that
gotta
Diddy
work tonight.
has a long history of violence towards women, but also men, because there's also the Steve Stout incident. Remember that whole situation? He was in a music video with Nas, Hate Me Now, and there was a scene where Diddy was on the cross like Jesus, and I guess he went to Steve Stout afterwards and said that he wants to take that part out. That part wasn't taken out, so Diddy and his entourage show up at Steve Stout's office and they beat him with a champagne bottle, which they ultimately settled out of court for. So I think there's a lot of violence that has happened around him, and I think at this point, it's just catching up to him.
There's lots of rumor mills about him being secretly gay or bisexual or whatever.
We put it offline last
Do you think there's much credence to those?
I mean,
Vlad is funny.
It's hard to say. I have heard, because remember, for example, the Wendy Williams situation. She was on the radio in New York, and she said that she had photos of Diddy in a gay type environment of some sort. And I had someone actually explain to me what that photo was after the fact. And Diddy came in and threatened to sue the radio station unless she was fired. And she was fired, and she had to go to Philly for, I think, 5 years or something like that. So there was that. I'm not sure how true it is because it was just a photo, and a photo, could mean a lot of different things.
It was 3 photos.
He's a cuckold, that he likes to masturbate while watching women that he's with have sex with other men. I don't know. Is that gay? Is that bisexual? Is that just being a cuckold? It's hard to say. It's not something that I'm actually into. But I'm sure it blurs the lines between
all 3
homosexuality and bisexuality somewhat. But I don't think he's exclusively gay because he has a lot of children. It's hard to really say, and it ultimately doesn't really matter. And, I've talked about this in my interviews. I think if he came forward and said, hey, I'm a bisexual man, I think a lot of the jokes, like the no Diddy jokes and so forth, will kind of ease down, and people might actually be a little understanding of his situation a little bit more, as opposed to him denying it. But ultimately, who knows? I have no idea.
We've talked, people have talked a lot in the last few years that it's unusual that so few people in the music business have been held to account under the Me Too campaign umbrella in the way that other industries were held to account. Could this be, following R. Kelly and others, could this be a tipping point where there might be a lot of other rap stars in particular, perhaps with very checkered backgrounds, lots of rumors about them, could all start falling like dominoes?
It's hard to say. Like I said in the beginning, it's very reactionary.
Shut up, Vlad.
I think if there is a lot of media attention over somebody, there's a documentary about them, there's movies about them and so forth, I think that ends up getting on law enforcement's radar, and then you will see things kind of escalate very quickly. It's hard to say. R. Kelly was extremely high profile, and there will be others, but I don't think that the music industry is really having less situations than other industries. I mean, every industry has certain situations in their high profile.
Because we're all human, Vlad. That's because we're all fucking human, Vlad.
Kind of falls below the radar.
Finally, DJ, what do you think
radio
is going to
voice,
happen?
man.
Do you
That's
think
all
Diddy will ever come out of prison?
He's got that voice.
That's a tough one, because I was really shocked that he didn't get a bond. I thought for sure that he'd be sitting in his mansion right now awaiting trial, but he's sitting in a jail cell right now. And it could be years before this actually makes it to trial. So it proves that things are very, very serious on his end. And if you look at the R. Kelly situation, he got, I believe, 30 years. This may fall along the same lines, except the only difference is when I looked into the R. Kelly case,
don't get 10.
A lot of the convictions were based on underage girls. You've heard a few spatterings of underage accusations, but in general, it seemed like most of the women were of legal age in the Diddy case. So I'm thinking it won't be as severe as it is with Diddy. As it is with R. Kelly. But for someone like Diddy, who's in his mid-50s, he doesn't want to spend 5, 10, 20 years in prison.
No.
He wants to get out. He wants to keep it moving. So I think he will get out of prison at one point. It's just hard to say, right now what it's going to be.
Yeah, it is. It's a fascinating story. DJ Vlad, thank you very much indeed for joining me. I appreciate it.
He's always on Pierce Morgan, dude. He's like got a.
I'm joined now by Ariel
I don't know
Mitchell,
what.
who's a lawyer for one of.
Anytime that Pierce touches on anything hip hop, he goes to Vlad. I mean, that is the guy. I mean, it's really not that bad of a grab, actually, Pierce, but that's where he goes. He goes to Pierce Morgan goes to Vlad. And look what's going on over in Iran right now, bro. All of this shit in the world's about to hit off. All the shit in the world.
Diddy's alleged victims. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. There are so many people coming forward now with allegations about Diddy. What do you think about the scale of this case?
Well, before I get into that, I kind of want to address the prior two panelists. First with Mrs. Jaguar Wright. She said a lot of things that were very jarring in her explanation of what she saw and had firsthand accounts on. My concern for her, she's saying a lot of things that could be considered libelous.
Right.
And I would suggest that she contacts an attorney, if only to vet the information she has or purports to have from other victims, at least they can protect her. And then they can also do their due diligence, the attorneys, to make sure that the information she's receiving is accurate outside of the things that she knows and may have proof of. I was very concerned about some of the things that she had said in her prior segment. I also want to address Mr. Vlad, who I know to be a culture vulture, who takes from the Black community and doesn't give back and puts artists in situations where then they are indicted by the police. And he's very much so what we call police type investigation in the Black community. And for him to repudiate what Mrs. Wright has said, I thought was completely out of line. He can say he doesn't agree, which is fine. But for him to be someone who constantly uses the Black community
Jaguar,
and uses them as a means for his platform, I thought that was very inconsiderate and unprofessional.
I did too. I thought that.
Now, to get to your question that you asked me
I didn't like
regarding victims, there are victims coming out every day, even someone who contacted me last night. So, and it's only standing to be more individuals coming out. I do talk to some of the other attorneys who represent victims that we already have known because they filed cases, who have additional victims who plan to come forward and they plan to file cases against very soon. So it's only a matter of how many more are going to come out. And it seems to be, it'll be very many more.
You've said that you've been contacted regarding the sale of one of the Diddy freak-off tapes, and that it features a very high-profile celebrity.
I mean, I don't believe everything Jaguar says. Like, it's pretty out there, but man,
so actually, I recently was contacted by one of my business partners, who's also an attorney, who said to me, "Well, why are we not writing the demand letter to try to do the catch and kill?" And I said, well, if you want to do it, then I'll connect you and you can essentially do it. He was also concerned about wanting to protect the other person who was in the film, mainly because I've known about this for about 3.5 weeks to about a month. I've been communicating with these people who purport to have that videotape.
Orlando Brown, I can see, but Jaguar Wright, you don't think some of the stuff Jaguar Wright says might be true? Kevin?
No, but to me is this. I think that Orlando Brown, there's a lot of stuff that he's been saying, he was saying that like for years. He was saying it about Nick Cannon. He was saying it about Diddy, and in one of his other interviews, he actually put out Damon Wayans and the chick that played Hillary, that they actually had an affair. And while he was a kid,
and it wasn't until
Jack Frost ain't even close to one of these people, though. Did you see the video where Jack Frost was in, where he had an interview about Alpo?
No.
Oh, that's hilarious! Y'all haven't seen that?
No, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to go and see anything what Jack Frost says, because he's not a credible person to begin with.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, like, from a Bronx native and everything like that, it's like we got two types of people in the Bronx. You got the people that will go around and tell you a good story and stuff like that, and then you have certain people that actually lived it. Now, I could tell, I'm not going to go around and say, oh, this, that, and the third, but then I know stuff that I know because of my lifetime and everything, and I could actually have people to vouch for it.
He was talking about
Jack Frost, on the other hand,
he was talking about Alpo, though. He was talking about Alpo because Jack covered the Alpo case. That's what the interview.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, okay, if you really look at Jack, right? You have certain people that lived during the Alpo era. Maybe I might have too when I was a little kid. So therefore, but the thing is, though, as far as I've heard Alpo through the years and everything like that, and we always regarded him as a turncoat, you know what I'm saying, as a trader of sorts. So certain people
said, can you write on the letterhead a letter to the individual who's also in the tape and see if they're interested in a catch and kill?
Yo,
and is
AD,
we'll give you
I'm about to hop off and everything like that, but it was nice being on your chat.
All right, y'all be good, man.
Involved in this.
Anytime.
I had time to process, but the other attorney I'm speaking of he's pretty much
Don
been in the
Armando
know
Robles,
the
ladies and
entire
gentlemen.
time since I first got contacted by these individuals with the tape. And we're pursuing now a meeting with the three of us for us to broker, I guess, a situation
this is
where
just
we'll have
far
certain
beyond what I ever
guarantees that
thought it
once
would
we
come to.
make the representations to the person in the tape, that we have some level of
Like when Tissa Tales was talking about all this and we were leading up to this, this is far beyond what I ever thought this arrest would look like, y'all. Diddy is fucked, dude. Like, he is screwed. Imagine being the amount of screwed Diddy is. Straight up. Imagine being that fucking screwed.
assurances
For
that
real.
this is a valid tape.
Yeah, children.
And just to be
they were
clear,
kids.
two
They're adults
thoughts
now,
about
but they were
this.
kids then.
One, is it a household name that we're talking about here? And secondly, are they engaged in any criminality from what you understand?
Household name, very much so. More of a household name than Mr. Combs.
Wow.
And
Really?
criminality, they are engaged in pornography. They're not doing anything illegal per se. I can't say that the
Porn stars are coming out.
well, I'll say this. My concern was that I could not verify the age of the individual. And so that was my concern about not having anything sent to me and viewing it in the way that I did via stills, via FaceTime video. So I didn't want to have anything in my phone because my issue is we can't determine if this person is 17 to 21.
Right. Fascinating. It's been reported there could be a class action with over 50 alleged
I'm
victims of
happy for
Diddy.
Cassie, bro.
It
I'm
also
so
feels
happy
like there
she
could be
did
a lot
this,
more
man.
than that. Do you think,
It just
when
takes
you look at
one,
this
guys.
case,
It's
now that
that's the
he's
truth.
ever going to come
It
out of
just
prison?
takes one.
I do not think Mr. Combs will get out. I was not surprised that he did not get bond. I was saying from the beginning that I was fairly certain
He's a
due to
witness,
my
dude.
experience in the
Going after
legal field
witnesses.
that he would not be getting bond and that he would be there until his court case. I also feel as if having a trial would not be in his best interest, and I'll explain why. Everything that comes out in that criminal trial will be used by not only me, but every other civil litigator who has a civil case against Mr. Combs.
truth, Kevin.
Everything that the federal government proves beyond a reasonable doubt, because they have a higher criteria to meet than we do. It's the preponderance of the evidence in civil court. So if we have the federal government, if you will, doing all of our heavy lifting for us in a very public trial, all of the discovery that is done will be very valuable, invaluable almost,
a lawsuit
to every
is gonna
civil
be
attorney
easy.
who is working on a civil
Actual
case, which I
evidence
believe
is
are about at
coming out in
14,
his court.
15 outside of the
So
other
imagine
attorney
being
who
an
recently
attorney,
said
dude. You
that
don't
he
have to do
has
shit.
50
They're gonna tell
individuals,
all.
and I don't know if he actually has 50 people or if that's a shock value number. I'd be curious to see once that filing comes out. I haven't seen it. I do know other attorneys who have several individuals that they are in the process of filing a complaint for. I'm in the process of filing the complaint for another victim and fielding calls from other individuals who I may take on as clients. I've actually spoke to multiple individuals, but did not take on everybody as a client because I was unable to verify what it was that they were saying, not because I didn't believe them or believe that what they were saying to be true. And that's why I've also expressed at the beginning that Mrs. Wright needs to seek legal counsel, not only about things that she's saying, things that other people are saying that she's repeating, only because a lawyer will go and do a certain level.
Jack's shadow banned, man. I believe Jack is shadow banned. You can't have that many subs and not get no reach at all, dude. You can't have that many subs and not pick up any reach. None at all. Like, I have fucking 500 guys. But we are a live stream. I mean, he's a live stream channel too. What the fuck, bro? Amazing. Amazing, guys. This here internet will blow you away, bro.
To make sure that there's a good faith basis that the claims being asserted are actually true. But I never thought that Mr. Combs would get bond. I do not feel it would be advantageous for him to take this to trial because it would only destroy, well, not destroy him financially, but also let's even pretend he were to get off everything, which I absolutely do not see him being victorious in a criminal trial. The feds have, I believe, like a 97 point something success rate. He's pretty much shooting blind in that situation. His attorney is not doing anything to help him either. And some of the public statements that he's been giving is actually turning public perception more negatively towards Mr. Combs. Not that I'm trying to help him at all in a legal sense. However, when we talk about criminal law, when we talk about the feds this is not a state case, this is a federal case. When we talk about their success rate, the federal government, especially the Southern District of New York, we're talking about people.
This ain't no bullshit, y'all.
Aim to kill is the best way I can put it. They are successful. They are the leaders in the field. And anything that comes out, any discovery, any testimony, any depositions that come out will be used in his civil cases, which I don't think he's going to want, because that's all he's creating evidence for us to use. And to the point that while I don't want to acknowledge Vlad, the point that he made earlier about being heavy-handed in terms of any settlement, I do agree to that, only because one of the charges and the main charges is a RICO. And a RICO carries a life sentence, not just a 25 or 40 year or whatever. It's a life sentence. And if we think about how RICO was created in New York to take down mafia bosses, mob bosses. And that's what Mr. Combs is. He's a mafia boss. He's a New York mafioso boss. And the RICO law was created to take down people like him. So if he were to take a plea deal, it's only to save himself any potential liability in terms of things that could be used against him in civil court. I can't possibly see him taking less than 25 years on a plea bargain. However, if I was him, that would be the only option I would have, and the only option I would take.
Absolutely fascinating.
I believe he's done.
Analysis. Thank you very much indeed for joining me, Ariel Mitchell.
The court of public opinion is already like up against him, right? The court of public opinion is already up against him. So, like, if you're, how do you not find, like, I want to see what the evidence is. Like, I want to see the evidence. When do we see that? When do they have discovery? That's pretty early on, right? That should be like soon. Because his attorneys should be saying, we want a motion for discovery because we want all the evidence now. We don't want you to keep collecting it. We want it now. For real, bro. So when do we see the evidence? Week from now? 2 weeks maybe? He just fired all his lawyers, and he had a whole team of new ones. And it's supposed to be like the dream team. Motherfucker, you ain't OJ. You're a baby raper, bro. I don't care for it. If P. Diddy, if I didn't hear children involved in this, I don't know if I'd even care. Truthfully, what do you think? How you guys feel? Oh, wow. Really classic one. I need to get more. I'm going to start doing this, man. Once this other channel gets back to normal at the beginning of December, I'm going to start running that one or this one. I think it's going to be this one because it is the React channel. So I'm going to react to the celebrity gossip. I'm going to react to all the Diddy shit. We're going to go down over here, baby. We're going to go down over here. For real. And then the other channel will be right back to exposing YouTubers. And reborn underneath the prison. Yeah, he's definitely he can get life if he takes it to trial and loses. That's usually what they do. They hit you right over the head for going to trial. I don't think they're gonna offer him a deal. I think the feds, when they come, especially the Southern District of New York, that's a very powerful district. It is. You do not want to be wrapped up there. It's the high crime, like high fucking, I don't know what you call it, celebrity rated crime shit. Yeah, I know they do. They do. They do offer deals. Oh, they don't have to do feds, don't have to do discovery. Yeah, because they can seal everything too. They had all this sealed up until like a few days after his arrest. Then they finally unsealed it. The feds do that type of shit. They seal shit. And it ain't because they're snitches. It's just what the feds do. How many of y'all believe that Diddy's going to tell? How many of y'all believe that? If you think he's going to tell, put a 1. If you don't think Diddy tells, he's going to write it out like a gangster, put 2. I want to see. How many people think Diddy's going to tell? But who does he tell on besides what we know? Lucian Grange. The dude James said. I forget that quick. Ron Burkle, yeah. Clyde Davis. Lucian Grange. He's a rat. Put some cheese and rat and mice in the motherfucking chat. I believe they have to do discovery so a defendant can build their case. Yeah, I think so too. I think there's a motion for something. It's just not discovery, probably. Like evidence suppression or something like that. I think you have to show your evidence. That's why the feds are allowed to like get so much evidence on you. The feds can work on you for 12 years like they did Thug. You don't ever hear states doing that. States don't do that. They just go out and get you. You deal, you get caught dealing. You know what I mean? Only one person? 2 people think he's a rat? Yeah, the New York mayor's fucked up too. But we kind of could see this happening with the mayor, though, didn't we? Shady deals all the time. Yeah, they don't indict until their case is right. Yeah. Yep. I agree. And that Southern District has been known to bust some motherfucking heads, son. For real. I think Diddy could rat and tell on stars and shit, but what's it gonna do? They're just like him at this point. People think Diddy told on the mayor? I don't know if Diddy told on the mayor, but maybe they had a coinciding investigation to where they knew they were going to indict both at the same time or whatever. Who knows? I don't know. What would Diddy be doing with the mayor? Besides, there probably a lot with the money he has. Huh. That's the one that gave him the key too, right? If that's the mayor that gave him the key, then that tells you a lot right there. Yeah, we got another rat. Diddy's gonna rat. Shout out to Superco. Salute, y'all. We're gonna do a night stream tonight too, man. We're gonna do a night stream. I'm gonna have this shit put up by the time I come back live. I promise. I'm tired of looking at my little off gray walls. I don't even know what color they are, dude. Off green, gray, off something. They're not green or gray, but they're not white either because my baseboards are white and they stand out. And my frames, everything in the frames are white. They stand out. I haven't found anything I really don't like about this place yet. Honestly. Toupee? I need a toupee. I'm fucking blonde. I'm bald as shit. Think he's dropping dimes? Shout out to you. Thanks for commenting. We will be doing a live stream tonight, man. If you haven't already, smash that sub button over here. Hit that sub button. And come back and see us tonight. Come back and hang out with us. I promise it'd be a much funner stream. I wanted to start covering the Diddy thing because that's what we're going to do over here. You know how long this is going to last, right? I hope you guys are buckled in for the Diddy ride, because if I'm going to have 2 channels that are monetized, I definitely have to change the content. You know, I can't have the same content on both channels. So we're going to run this as the reaction channel until, well, we're going to run it for everything over here until my other channel gets back monetized. And then we're going to move the YouTubers exposed back over to the other channel. People saying he was at the freak offs. Though that ain't good. That ain't good at all, bro. He's got the freako. That took off, didn't it? Shout out to y'all, man. I'll probably go live about 7:38, something like that. I appreciate y'all for being here. I truly do. We are Aggressive Defiance TV. Smash that motherfucking sub button. Come back and see us tonight. It's probably going to be a lot better. We'll get into some rowdy shit, huh, Brandy? Some rowdy shit, girl. Appreciate y'all. Enjoy y'all motherfucking day. Yeah.
I gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit. You think I'm playing? Trouble hop out busting at it, brother. Miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. Mama bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. But the hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a boy out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another